Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk about all things fandom on this channel. We talk about it in a positive way. This is of course the day that we're going to be doing our out of the theater review of Scream 7. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so I'm opening it up this way because I want to give you fair warning. While I am not going to spoil the movie for you guys when I get out of the theater, you should be very careful about spoilers for this movie in the comments still, because you do risk seeing spoilers by people in the comments. So make sure that you are being observant. And if you do feel that you need to leave me a comment, by all means, I'm going to want to hear from you. But make sure that you are not allowing this movie to get spoiled for you. Now, of course, I've done videos on what I hope is in this movie, of what I hope this movie deals with, of what I hope it answers. So we're going to see if all of these things actually come to pass. If the things that I actually wanted from this movie are addressed or not. And then I'm going to judge it, of course, by the movie itself. So I am walking in with an open mind. I do, of course, want the things that I wanted to get answered to be answered. But that's part of the fun of going to see this movie, determining if the things that I thought were going to happen actually do end up happening, or if it's going to be a different ball game entirely. Is this going to defy my expectations? Is this going to be below my expectations? Only time will tell. The next time that you see me, I will be getting out of the theater from seeing Scream 7, and I will give you my review. All right, everybody, we're out of the theater, and this is our review of Scream 7. Was it worth it? Did it meet my expectations? All right, so in terms of gore, I definitely give the movie 5 stars. The performances were great in this movie. They were a lot of fun. It had this really nostalgic vibe to it. The mystery overall was a little bit predictable at times. I felt like I sort of figured out everything about midway through the movie. However, that doesn't take away from the fact that just when I thought it was all figured out, they threw us for a loop. And that's what a good mystery is supposed to do. It made me question who I thought was behind everything and how I thought it was going to end. Stu Macher fans should feel very rewarded. I know that there's going to be a lot of people who might be a little bit disappointed in how everything goes in this movie, but the movie is exciting enough that I really can't go into spoilers as to everything that happened and why things happened the way they do. But it is one of those things where it delivered very well. The Meeks twins are back, and I was actually shocked to see them playing this big of a role. And then, of course, you did have Gale Weathers. She was fun in this movie as well for the time that she got to spend in the movie. I thought that this movie really sort of had that nostalgic vibe that it was going for. And in terms of why they did things the way they did, it was definitely meant to deliver this nostalgic vibe while preparing us for whatever is to come ahead. And I think that this movie did that okay. The movie actually was sort of a setup for what's to come in the future. I definitely feel like that's what they're trying to do here. Several times in the movie, they do address some of the things that happened in the past and the past being the past. And I think that's important. It's not really a spoiler. We've known for a very long time that this franchise wants to move forward. And this sort of allows the franchise to move forward some of the things that they hinted at within this movie. So I definitely could see them moving forward with a younger cast and doing things the way they do it. I could see this working for them in the future. That being said, this movie also kind of in a way does leave a lot of questions open. And I think that these questions might be answered in other movies. There are still a lot of loose ends in the Scream franchise that should be addressed. This movie could only address a few of them. It couldn't actually do everything all in one movie. There are people missing from this movie that we need to see again. There's questions missing from the past installments that really do need to be addressed. But overall, this particular one definitely answers one of the biggest questions that Scream fans have. And that made it a lot of fun. And also, like I said, it does allow it to move forward. It allows this movie to kind of move forward into another film where maybe we get new motives, new reasons, new people involved. While it does that, it also does maintain everything that makes Scream popular. You aren't going to feel like you are watching anything other than a Scream movie. Scream lives in its own vibe. It sort of has to live in this meta universe, and it definitely was meta. It has to live in a world that does feel like the 90s no matter what era it is in. And it definitely delivered there too. The movie needs to be up to date, and it needs to deliver on all the things that are going on in the world right now, be up to date in terms of technology and other things like that. And I do feel that this movie performed well with that as well. There are some things that I wish they had done different, but I can't get into them right now. I do look forward to being able to have a spoiler review for you guys, and I think I'll probably do something like that really soon. Probably on Tuesday, we'll kind of break down my thoughts after I've had time to kind of think about exactly what I found wonderful about the movie and the problems I had, because it had some things that I wish they had done different. But overall, I do think that you should watch this movie. I do think that it delivers what it meant to deliver. So I give the movie 4.5 stars. I don't think it's the best Scream movie, but I also don't think it's the worst. Alright, so that's my out of the theater review of Scream 7. Of course, spoiler free. I hope that this gives you some idea as to whether or not you would like to go and see this movie. I want to know if you saw this movie. What did you think? Of course, keep it non-spoiler for the time being so that people have a chance to go and see the movie. But I definitely want to hear from you, so make sure you are leaving me that comment in the comment box below. Make sure you are sharing this video with all of your friends as well so that they can be a part of our conversation. Then if you like positive content, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button and let the algorithm know that you like positive content. It can't hurt, it can only help. Tell the algorithm you want to see more positive content. And if you like our content personally, you know what to do. You're going to want to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell as well so that you never miss a single video that we do. Because at the end of the day, friends, you know it and I know it. Fandom is family.